Welcome to today's broadcast of IHSA Girls Basketball Regional on Hamilton County TV, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 27 years in the business. I want to thank our other sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Community Health, Church Hill and Anthem, Smith's Jewelers, Hamilton County Radio, and the Hamilton County Reporter. Brad, I'm Perry Williams. Brad Silber alongside here. It's going to be a good one.
This is shaping up to be an exciting day here in basketball, and we're going to turn it over to Terry Dunham, the PA announcer here at Kokomo, for the introductions and the national anthem.
Kokomo Girls Basketball Regional Tournament. This year marks the 44th annual tournament for girls basketball. The four schools involved in the Kokomo Girls Basketball Regional believe that high school activities are meant to be fun and to supplement the education of our youth. High school sports are for character development and physical well-being and provide a vital part in a child's learning how to become a contributing member of society. As a spectator, your primary purpose for being here today is to support your team. Spectators can support both teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments. Be positive and cheer for your team and not against your opponent. Remember, victory at times may be out of reach, but appropriate behavior never is. Good sports are winners. Let's all be winners today. Enjoy the game. We now please rise and honor America as we play our national anthem. Today's first game features the Hamilton Southeastern Lady Royals against the Carroll Lady Chargers. Now let's make the roster and starting lineups for both schools. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the 23-1 Royals of Hamilton Southeastern. The non-starters. Number 5, Lydia Silk. Number 11, Michaela Henshaw. Number 14, Holly Wall. Number 23, Bree Baker. Number 24, Ryan Neely. Number 31, Lauren Morris. And number 34, Haley Moore. And now, the starting lineup. Starting out forward. the guard of Wi-Fi Junior, number 30, Malia Williams. And a guard of White Village sophomore, number 32, Delane Sheets. Head coach for the Chargers, hitting 17th at Carroll, Mr. Mark Redding. Your officials for today's game, as assigned by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, Mr. Craig Hershey, Mr. Sean Harmon, and Mr. Andy Gregory.
Well, Perry, we are just about ready to go for basketball here. These two teams met in November. Turned out to be a 72-22 win for the Royals up at Carroll. But you've got to believe that the Chargers are wanting some revenge today.
Absolutely. It should be a very good ball game. Southeastern controls the ball in the tip-off.
Sydney Parrish out top to Amaya Hamilton. Taya Irvin back to Jackie Malucci. 3 on the way from Amaya Hamilton. She drains it. Maya Hamilton shoots 35.3% from the three-point line. Olivia Hepner brings the ball up court for the Chargers. That one's tipped by Jackie Malucci, goes out of bounds. Chargers will retain possession. Malia Williams to inbound the ball for the Chargers. Into Emily Parrott. Parrott looking for help, gets it under the basket, then goes back out deep. Back into Williams, intercepted by Taya Irvin. Taya's going to take it. She slows it down, gets it under the basket to Sydney Parrish, and Sydney Parrish is on the scoreboard. 5-0 early lead here in the first minute of the first quarter.
You know, Brad, one thing we talked about with Coach Hepp this week was, you know, everything starts with Taya Irvin on the steal for that basket for Parrish. So
yeah,
Taya plays a big part in this defensive scheme of
well, and
Royals.
the Chargers pick up a foul there. That one's going to go on Olivia Hepner. That's going to be her first, but if she hadn't committed the foul, Sydney Parrish had a clean shot right to the basket for an easy layup.
The Royals are so long underneath with Parrish and Irvin and Hamilton.
Malia Jackson looking for help. Finally gets it from Jackie Malucci under the basket to Sydney Parrish. She misses, rebounded, picked up by the Chargers. Picked up by Delane Sheets, but Taya Irvin's going to commit the personal foul for the Royals. So 1 foul apiece each on both teams now. Chargers looking to get on the board, down 5-0 early in this game. Emily Parrott setting up the offense. Malia Williams in the corner, deeper into the corner, and that one's tipped by the Royals into the hands of Malia Jackson. Jackson goes end to end, and Delane Sheets tips that ball out of bounds, and once again keeps the Royals at 5-0 instead of 7-0. Couple of opportunities here that the Royals have missed. Right under the basket to Sydney Parrish. She banks it off the backboard and gets her 4th point of the game already.
The Royals' height is going to make a huge difference under the boards. One thing about it, Carroll's got to really rebound today and get good position on the boards.
Parrott is double teamed. Back out to Hepner. Chargers trying to get the offense set up. Parrott under the basket. Double team once again. Here comes a 3 from Malia Williams. She banks it off the backboard. Makes it a 7-3 game with 5:45 in the first quarter. Sydney Parrish sets up the offense for the Royals. Parrish gets it over to Jackie Malucci. Malucci around the horn to Taya Irvin. Irvin under the basket to Malucci. Malucci misses. Rebounded by Parrish, and she gets it in there. She's already got 6 points here early in this game. She averages 20.9 per game. Good start for the Royals here at the 9-3 lead. Olivia Hepner trying to get something going here for the Chargers. Finally gets it over to Malia Williams. That one's intercepted by Amaya Hamilton. Down to Irvin, back to Hamilton, and Amaya Hamilton has got her 7th point of the game. So far, the Royals Sydney Parrish and Amaya Hamilton with all the points scored for the Royals. That one is kicked out of bounds by Jackie Malucci. That'll bring a couple subs in, bring in Lydia Self and Molly Walton for the Royals, bring Brianna Thomas in for the Chargers. Chargers have to shake something up here. They're going to dig themselves into too big of a hole, Perry.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Emily Parent. Delane Sheets, rather. Olivia Hepner trying to get the offense set up. The Royals have done a good job of defending so far. Right under the basket to number 22, Audrey Freeland. She gets the bucket to make it 11-5. Malia Jackson shoots for 3, misses, rebounded by Olivia Hepner. Long pass down court to Freeland. Under the basket, miss by Thomas, rebounded by Malia Jackson. Jackson in the corner gets it to Molly Walton, and she gets a 3.
She's not afraid to take that shot right off the bench.
No, she's only shooting 14% with the 3, but she was wide open there on the left side. Delane Sheets once again setting up the offense for the Chargers. Hepner, Parent, under the basket, tipped by the Royals, but back into the hands of the Chargers. Sheets look to get the jump shot. Nice bank shot right there off the backboard for Delane Sheets. And she picks up her second point of the game. Sydney Parrish. Round to Amaya Hamilton back in the corner there once again for Molly Walton. She takes a jump shot, misses. That one was last touched by the Chargers, and the Royals will retain the possession. Royals are playing very aggressively under the boards, Perry.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Sydney Parrish turns, and she's fouled. I believe that's going to probably go on Emily Parrott is what it looks like. Yeah, that's who they call it on. That will be her first. Second team foul. Sydney Parrish will have 2 shots. She's almost automatic from that free throw line, Perry. And believe it or not, she's only shooting 75.7%.
That's pretty good, though, Brad.
She makes it look easy. She's one of those athletes that just has that natural inborn athletic ability. 16-7, 3:10 left in the first quarter here from the Kokomo Municipal Gym. Regional basketball. That one's going to go on Lydia Self. She reached in. She'll pick up her first foul. That'll be the third. Correction, the second team foul of the half on the Royals. Nice move there by Emily Parrott. Turnaround jumper makes it 16-9. Three substitutions waiting on the sideline there for the next stop. Here's Parrish with a three-point try. She misses, rebounded by Malia Jackson. Got 2 Malias out there, one for the Royals and one for the one for the Chargers. Going to have a 2-shot foul coming here, and that's going to go against number 3, Malia Jackson. Third team foul of the half against the Royals. Olivia Hepner goes to the line shooting 75.3%. First one is nothing but net. Back into the game for the Royals are Jackie Malucci and Taya Irvin. One of the advantages that Chris Huppenthal has got here, Perry, is he's got such a deep bench and he can rest some of the starters.
Yeah, he's pretty well 7 players deep. I mean, easily they can interchange here.
Parrott ends up getting both of the free throws. She's going to take a rest, and Malia Williams of the Chargers will come back in. Sydney Parrish sets the offense for the Royals. Molly Walton gets it back to Taya Irvin. Here's Parrish from the corner for a 3, misses. Rebounded there, taken right away by Lydia Self. Brianna Thomas had that ball, and Lydia Self just took it right out of her hands, turned around, tried the jumper but missed. That's going to be number 2 on Thomas.
Self, coming off the bench and everything, averages 4 rebounds a game.
Yeah, she's one of those players who doesn't get a lot of publicity because she doesn't score a lot, but she certainly adds a lot to the game and puts a lot of effort into the game. Just a sophomore. 18-11, 2:12 remaining here in the first quarter.
Wow.
Did you see that block by Sydney Parrish? She just came along, timed that perfectly on Brianna Thomas. Ball ends up out of bounds, and the Chargers will inbound. Delane Sheets sets to inbound the ball for the Chargers. After that block, Sydney Parrish going to take a little bench for a breather. Malia Williams with the ball. Delane Sheets. That one went toward under the basket. The pass was to Emily Parrott, but knocked out of bounds by the Royals. The Royals in the paint, they've just been swarming in that paint, Perry.
Absolutely, and that just like we talked, Leah Self was the one that tipped that ball.
Travel there by Malia Williams.
That went out of bounds. So
7-point lead for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals, ranked number 1 in 4A, number 1 in the coaches poll, number 1 in the Sagarin poll. Hoping in a couple weeks they'll still be number 1.
That's their goal.
Lydia Self back out to Molly Walton. Walton drives back to Self. She lets a 3 go. That one misses, but rebounded by Molly Walton. She gets the putback. Seems with the Royals miss, there's somebody there to get that offensive rebound. Royals once again steal the ball back from the Chargers. Jackie Malucci setting up the offense. Royals with 4 offensive rebounds already to 1 for the Chargers. Malia Jackson, she traveled, shuffled her feet. That's going to bring Olivia Hepner back into the game for the Chargers.
Brad, as we talked to Coach Hep this week, everything starts on the defensive end with
yes, it does.
With the Royals.
There's another travel. That time Emily Parent's guilty. That'll give the ball back to the Royals with 53.2 remaining here in the first quarter. A very fast first quarter here from the Kokomo Municipal Gym, home of the Wildcats. Taya Irvin tries the bank shot, misses. Back into the hands of Malia Jackson. Molly Walton with the ball back in the corner to Irvin again. Jackie Malucci for the 3, nothing but net. Royals out to a 12-point lead with 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Malia Williams trying to get the Carroll offense set up. Emily Parent under 10. Defense once again swarming, and ball ends up in the hands of Jackie Malucci. Will she get a shot off before the buzzer?
Wow.
That is good. Jackie Malucci with the final points of the quarter. We're done with 1 here at Kokomo in the IHSA Regional. Royals 25, Chargers 11.
Celebrating over 27 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out at noblesvilletrophies.com.
Perry, looking at the first quarter stats, the Carroll Chargers are 4 for 6 from the field for 66%, 1 for 1 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 for free throws, but they just haven't gotten the opportunities like the Royals have had. The Royals are 9 for 18 in total field goals, so they've gotten off 12 more shots, and that's the big difference here in the quarter. Chargers will have the initial possession of the second quarter. Emily Parent hands it off to Olivia Hepner. Hepner looking for help inside. Just overleads Parent. Another turnover. Total of 10 turnovers so far in this game for the Chargers. Royals have only turned it over once, and that's a big story here when you look at the way the lead is right now.
Especially when those turnovers are giving Southeastern 15 points so far in the game.
Jackie Malucci tried a three, missed. Rebounded by the Chargers. Hepner out above the three-point line. Three on the way. That one is good by Emily Parent.
That's what Carroll's got to have to get back in this ball game.
Yep, they're 2 for 2 now on three-point goals. Malia Jackson sets up the Royal offense. Sydney Parrish almost at the midcourt line. Malucci back to Parrish. Over to Maya Hamilton. She drives, takes the 5-foot jumper. Does not get the roll, but Sydney Parrish is right there for the putback. Royals take a timeout. That will be their first timeout. And we'll have a word from our sponsors.
Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when a patient needs them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or check them out on their website, ecommunity.com.
That was a 30-second timeout used by the Royals. Apparently, Coach Heppenthal saw something that he didn't like or something he wanted to bring to the attention of the team because, boy, right after that basket was scored, he called that timeout very, very quickly.
And I'm sure it was something on the defensive side.
Probably. Chargers with the ball, trying to cut into a 13-point Hamilton Southeastern lead. Malia Williams can't get a handle on the ball. Ball ends up going out of bounds. Another turnover for the Chargers. That's number 11 for them. Brianna Thomas comes back into the ball game for the Chargers. Malia Williams will take a seat. Maya Hamilton gets the ball inbound to Sydney Parrish. Parrish out to Malia Jackson. Jackson looking for help. In the corner to Amaya Hamilton. She gets the bounce and gets the three-point goal. Royals are now 4 for 9 from behind the arc.
And she has 8 points, Hamilton has. Parrish has 10.
There's another errant pass by the Chargers. Amaya Hamilton takes it. Down to Jackie Malucci, out to Sydney Parrish for a three on the way. That one is no good. Rebounded by the Chargers. Good rebound there by Audrey Freeland. Chargers trying to get something going here. A 16-point deficit here at the 5:57 mark of the second quarter. Once again, a bad pass by the Chargers. Another turnover. Jackie Malucci, I think she took her eye off the ball there, Perry.
I think so too, Brad.
And Malia Williams comes back in for the Chargers.
The Royals got 7 points off the bench, which is a very important number, too.
Yes, it is. Three on the way from Olivia Hepner, and she's got it. Chargers are now 3 from 3 beyond the three-point line.
Yeah, they just got to get shots. One thing about it, they have 13 turnovers, Carroll does, so that's a tough part, too.
Taya Irvin with the three-point goal, misses. Rebound picked up by Emily Parent. She drives end to end. Looked like she was going to try to take the shot, but she did not. Guarded there by Taya Irvin. Irvin is just relentless on the defense.
Oh, absolutely.
Hepner into the corner. Malia Williams tries a three. She misses. So one each by each team here has missed. Maya Hamilton with the ball. She gets it under the net, misses the net completely. Rebounded by Brianna Thomas. Up to Hepner. Olivia Hepner with the ball, thinking about the three, but she does not take the shot. Malia Williams takes the three-point shot. That one misses. And Taya Irvin had the rebound, but Emily Parent is going to pick up the foul. That is her second foul. That could be important for the Chargers because Parent is their leading scorer at 12.9. Get her out of that game, and that could hurt the Chargers a lot, and that's going to bring McKenna Sheets to the sideline. I would imagine that Parent's going to get some rest here. Malia Jackson, I had it right.
But you had to think about it.
Yeah, I did. Too many Malias out there. I'm not used to having more than one of them out there.
Well, that's Jackson's shot over there for a three.
It is, yeah,
that's
from that corner. She likes that. She likes the corner. Under the basket, deflected by the Royals, picked up by Lydia Self. Here comes Sydney Parrish in the corner to Malia Jackson from the opposite side. Misses the three, but that one is rebounded by the Chargers. Emily Parent brings it all the way down, dishes it off to Thomas. Thomas out to Delane Sheets.
Wow. Oh.
That's going to be a jump ball.
Yeah.
And the possession on that is going to go to the Royals. That's going to bring McKenna Sheets in, and I imagine she's going to replace Emily Parent. I would think that Coach Redding does not want to draw that third foul this early in the game on Parent.
Brad, the score on points off of turnovers is Southeastern 18 and Carroll 3. That's a huge, huge story in this game.
Traveling on the Royals.
Because Carroll's overall shooting is pretty good, 54%, compared to Southeastern, 44%.
But look at the number of shots overall.
Yeah.
You know, the overall field goal attempts, the Royals are 12 for 27. I didn't see who got that, but it was on an Olivia Hepner gets credited with that one. Cuts it to a 14-point lead for the Royals. Maya Hamilton in the key. Sydney Parrish drives. She's fouled. I'm not sure if that's going to go on. Nope, it's going to go on number 34, McKenna Sheets. That'll be her first, fifth team foul of the half. Parrish goes up there, misses the first. Audrey Freeland comes back in. Delane Sheets gets a rest for the Chargers. Parrish gets the second. Back to a 15-point lead. 2:53 here remaining in the first half. Royals 34, Chargers 19. Chargers driving in the corner to Hepner.
Blocked.
That's blocked. Good block there. Molly Walton with the ball eventually. Sydney Parrish with it. Dribbles under the basket, lays it right in. What a move.
Yeah, that's why she's one of the best players in the state of Indiana.
Number of big-time universities kind of biting their fingernails, hoping that she'll say yes to them next fall at the signing period.
I think she's got it down to 6 or 7.
Yeah, I believe somewhere between 5 and 7 the last time I heard, but I'm not 100% sure. Royals bring 3 substitutions in. We'll see Bailey Poore for the first time today, number 34. 2:14 here in the first half.
But I'm sure that Sydney's focus is to win the state championship now, nothing else.
Got to get it in there. 5-second violation. I was just going to say they're getting close.
Yeah, good defense.
Another turnover. That's turnover number 15 for the Chargers.
Compared to
3
South
for the Royals. That's the story of this game so far, Perry.
Absolutely.
The Royals have just had so many more shooting opportunities. Under the basket, Taya Irvin gets it, gets the bank shot, and picks up 2 more points.
when you can get that ball down low to Irvin or Parrish or Hamilton, it's tough to stop them.
Yeah, it is.
You're either gonna foul them or you're gonna let them get the basket, because they are deadly inside with that length that all three of them have.
Kate Schlatter, wearing number 23 on the back of her white and blue uniform, is on the floor for the first time for the Chargers. Brianna Thomas from the corner back out to Hepner. Hepner guarded by Lydia Self. Once again, another turnover as that pass was overled. And we're going to get a couple more substitutions here. McKenna Sheets returns for the Chargers, as well as Molly Walton for the Royals.
I think Coach Redding's just looking to see if he can get a combination out there that can take care of the ball and put
at least
points
slow
on the
him down
back.
a little bit. Jackie Malucci from the free throw line for 2 points. Malucci has 7 points in this game so far today. Hepner inside. That one goes to Freeland. She misses, rebounded by the Royals. Molly Walton, one of the senior members of this team. 35 seconds on the clock. Bailey Poore under the basket. Tipped by Irvin, goes right into the hands of Malia Williams of the Chargers. Hepner back out to Williams. McKenna Sheets, 15 seconds in the half. Chargers holding it for the one last shot here. Hepner, but no clear shot yet. There's Williams back out to Sheets. Sheets they've got to get a shot off here. That one is missed. So at the end of 16 minutes in the first game of the Kokomo Regional, it's the Hamilton Southeastern Royals 40, the Carroll Chargers 19. We'll be back with halftime activities after these messages from our sponsors.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
Are you tired of watching your favorite IHSA broadcasts on your small mobile device? You can now watch them on your TV with new apps for Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Brought to you by the IHSAA and Blue Frame Technology.
First apartment. Dog named Bella. Boyfriend, TJ. With the sweet ride and the bad secrets. Exit TJ. Hey, it's Eric. Wedding, Eric Jr., new house. Luckily, once a year, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance checks to see if we're paying too much or cover too little.
Find an agent and stop knocking on wood.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Well, we're back now. Halftime score here, Hamilton Southeastern 40, Carroll 19. My guest today is probably the guy that's got one of the best jobs around as athletic director at Hamilton Southeastern. How are you, Jim Self?
I'm good, and you're correct. I do have the best job around.
I knew you would say that, but I also know how much you and Greg have to do on a daily basis, and it's a challenge keeping track of all the athletics, because this is not the only thing going on at Southeastern today, right?
No, it is not. Our swim team's battling for second place down at the state finals. Our girls swim team, we're excited for them. And then we got some wrestlers trying to punch their ticket down to state finals as well. They're at Newcastle in our semi-state.
Yeah, it's great. It's amazing how, and it never ends. Okay, I mean, right after we're finish up with the winter sports, you're going into spring sports. It's a very, very rapid pace, isn't it?
No question. And, when you win, that adds a little more to your plate, but I like that plate full.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is, all events are special to the athletic department at Hamilton Southeastern. This game may be a little bit more special because you have a daughter playing.
I do. What a blessing. I think about these senior leaders and the impact they've made on Lydia's life. And, it is fun to be an athletic director, but what a blessing to be a dad.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing about it, too, is, you talk about those seniors and when we interviewed Chris this week and talked to him, the one thing he mentioned, like Molly Walton's played all 4 years of varsity, same way with Irvin and the same way with Hamilton and Jackson. Those girls have got a lot of playing time and have been great leaders, which is so important in the locker room.
Team chemistry is an important thing, and those 4 seniors that you mentioned, along with Allie Poyer, just do a great job of leading, and it's a family atmosphere. And I mentioned something to Lydia this week about that this is stealing practice time. A lot of teams aren't playing right now.
Absolutely.
Lydia's comment back to me was, Dad, it's about being together.
That's true. That's a very good comment. But that's one thing about the Southeastern group, and you can tell it on and off the floor how close they are and how they spend a lot of time. And, with social media today, you'll see the kids sitting around or doing little cheers or putting little things together and stuff like that. That's what it's all about. Those are the memories they'll remember.
No question. I think the wins and losses fade a little bit, but
as the older you get, right?
No question. But I think the memories you make because of the relationships you build will last forever. You're correct, Barry.
Yeah, and then, of course, this team is a very good team. You lose those seniors, but man, you got Sydney Parrish, which is amazing to me how she handles all the publicity. I mean, and so unselfish out there on the floor and fits right in. And, everyone knows the role on this team. That's the great thing about it.
No question. You mentioned Sydney, and Coach Hupp used a comment about her that she is where her feet are. She's got an awful lot of attention and a lot of colleges after her. But right now, she's a Hamilton Southeastern Royal, and that's where she wants to be.
Absolutely, and that's so true. And, of course, Hep, defense at Hep, and Taya Irving, man, he's not shy about saying that's where it all starts, the defense. And, I swear every time I see Irving playing on the floor, she's getting taller all the time. And the span she has with the long legs, the arms, I mean, she's just – and the same way with Hamilton. I mean, those gals are.
Well, you're exactly right. It starts with defense, and I think Taya takes great pride in it, knows what her role is, and she wants to get after you on the defensive end and takes pride in doing it.
Yeah, and Brad and I made comment on the air a while ago. When Jackson went to the corner, that's her spot. I mean, when you see her square up and's got an open spot over there in that corner, she's going to pop it.
Yeah, Malia can score, no question. She can shoot the ball, and Chris mentioned that we practiced here Thursday, and he just feels like this is a great shooter's gym.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of history here, but he said our kids were putting it in on Thursday, and let's hope that continues this afternoon and tonight.
Absolutely. This place, of course, he just passed, but I can remember back in the day coming up here as a young kid in the Kokomo Regional. Jimmy Rail was unbelievable. Now, I was pretty young then, but Jimmy could shoot lights out. He went on to Indiana University, had a lot of things to do with basketball. That's the history. It's here. There's been great players playing this gym.
No question, and I think that was what was neat about coming up. Did we need to come up here and practice? I don't know the answer to that. I'm not a basketball coach. But one thing Chris did was he wanted our kids to understand the history of this gymnasium and how special it is to play here. And again, I think winning and losing is all part of athletics. But those experiences you can give kids are invaluable.
Yeah, and it's one thing, And like you said, of course, Hep was up here for a year before he came to Southeastern. Last night, as I do many times with all the coaches on the victories, I text them after the game and say, hey, congratulations, or that was a tough one, whatever. But the one thing about it, I text Coach McCulley last night from Noblesville basketball coach. He had a great future up here as a player and as a coach, and so did Basil Malby. So, you know, it's just so much history and so many great things have happened in this gymnasium.
You know, as I walked in today, I looked in the four corners of the gym and see your ticket sellers and your supervision, and I thought to myself, I wonder how long they've been working games at Kokomo High School.
You know, and that's the one thing about it, and you feel the same way when you go to Logansport or you go to Newcastle, that old North Central Conference, man, and they know how to treat you right. I mean, look at this, the stats, the monitors that we have, okay? If we're lucky enough to go to the boys regional, these guys pack it up, take it up to Logansport, and we'll have this same type of setup. It's a great setup, makes it very easy. They're very accommodating. I mean, you know, you get that media packet that Terry Donnan puts together. It's top notch. I mean, and the information he has in there, and he loves to talk about that history, and that page on this Memorial Gym is one of the great ones.
No question. I was lucky enough to meet Terry at our regional meeting on Tuesday, and you could just sense the pride he took
passion
in the statistics and announcing, and it shows. Look at your setup. It's second to none.
Well, we're getting ready to tip it off here. Jim, thanks a lot for taking time, buddy.
You bet.
All right.
And go Royals.
One of the good guys. You know, but the one thing about it, Brad, we're very, very fortunate is we get to spend a lot of time with some awful good coaches and athletic directors.
Yeah, we are very, very fortunate where we live here in central Indiana that we've got a great group of schools and athletic directors and those people to work with. Well, we're about ready to start the second half here. A 21-point lead for the Royals. Chargers with the initial possession. Parent back in there playing with the two fouls. I don't think they can afford to leave her out very long, can they, Perry?
No, not at all. You know, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Ryder made the adjustment, because last night in the boys' game we saw with Hamilton Heights and Westfield, the adjustment that Heights made at the halftime, it was unbelievable.
Yeah,
and came back and win that game after being 8 down. So we'll see if they can close this gap.
Chargers still being very patient. Hepner thought about a three. Delane Sheets takes the three, misses that. That goes out of bounds. No, it doesn't go out of bounds. There is a pile up for it there under the basket. Last touch by the Royals, so the Chargers will have another chance here to cut into this Royal lead.
I thought that was a great interview at halftime with Jim Self. The great things that are going on at Hamilton Southeastern. It's not only basketball, so.
Well, those of us who live in the Indianapolis, and specifically I'm a little biased, the Hamilton County area, we got great school systems out there, Perry. We're very fortunate. You know, my children went through HSE schools, and as a parent, I couldn't be happier with the education they got. Sydney Parrish has the ball tipped away by Emily Parrott, but she does get it back. And then Delane Sheets commits a foul.
You know, we're like you said, we're very lucky to be in Hamilton County for a couple old guys to be able to do this week in, week out.
It's
just
fun.
About year round.
Yep, it's fun. Taya Irvin does not get the ball inbounds. That's the second inbound violation we've seen in this game tonight.
Yeah, there's been some good defensive play.
Chargers wanting to get things rolling here in the third quarter. They've got to get some points on the board here if they're going to have a chance in this game. Emily Parent out beyond the three-point line. She drives, thought about taking a shot, but Amaya Hamilton is right there on top of her. And the Chargers are going to take a timeout. They're going to take a 30-second timeout.
Hamilton County Internet Radio. HamiltonCountyRadio.com. Listen 24/7 to Hamilton County Radio. Classic radio shows. mystery and romance theater, westerns like Gunsmoke, Lone Ranger, Roy Rogers, comedies like Bob Hope, Abbott and Costello, mixed with relaxing music, and of course, live sports and podcasts. Check out HamiltonCountyRadio.com.
It's interesting to listen to that, Perry, because I grew up in Chicago, and I can never remember being without television. But it's interesting to listen to the old-time radio and put yourself in the place where my parents were when they were growing up. Double dribble.
The press got to the Royals here. The one thing about it is, and I think that's why Coach Reagan called timeout. I mean, they're doing a much better job on defense, but they got to shoot the ball. I mean, they've already. I mean, Southeastern 15 for 30, and they're 7 for 16. I mean,
There's an example of the value of Taya Irvin to this team. Just a beautiful block there on the shot by Parent. Chargers having trouble getting the ball in again. Now they're going to, who's got it? Looks like Irvin's got the ball. She's going to call a timeout. Nope, they're going to call a jump ball. And the possession will go to the Hamilton Southeastern Royals.
I think she
might have slid on her elbow. There's something wrong with her left elbow. Medical staff out there to look at it.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Under
nice
the basket.
Pass in.
That one is deflected by Emily Parent. Chargers have turned up the defense so far in the first couple
they're
minutes
playing
of this,
more aggressive
of this quarter. Well, they're going to have to pick it up on both ends. Parrish under the net, gets it back out beyond the three-point line. Under the net to Amaya Hamilton. She gets the turnaround jumper, gets the first 2 points of the half. And Amaya Hamilton now in double figures with 10 points. Williams, Hepner. I believe Hepner traveled, if I picked that up correctly.
Yes, you are correct. Brad, not a bad crowd here for a morning at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Of course, the Southeastern fans are really pumped up. This is the first time since the 2006-07 season. So
that's going to be a backcourt violation on the Royals. That pass was just a little bit beyond Malia Jackson, and the ball went into the backcourt. Another turnover for the Royals. That's their 7th turnover compared to 20 for the Chargers. Parent gets the ball knocked away by Malia Jackson. Jackson drives, lays it up, gets the deuce.
She basically just picked her pocket.
Yeah, she did. Good job of just sliding in there and knocking that ball loose and taking it.
That was just an old-fashioned pocket pick.
Yep. 44-19 in favor of the Royals. Delane Sheets under the basket. Deflected right into the hands of Malia Jackson to Sydney Parrish. Parrish lays it up, gets another 2 points, and she has got 15 now. Averages 20.9 per game. Well on her way to being above her average. Chargers have yet to score in this quarter.
But we got to remember, she may not see this. This score keeps continuing like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure Hep's going to do some substitution because they're going to have to, they got to play tonight.
Well, hopefully there's going to be a block on Amaya Hamilton. That's going to be her. Is that her first or second?
I think that's her
first.
Yeah,
yep.
I kind of thought it was. That's a tough play there. I mean, she was straight up. The offensive player kind of leaned in. There's not much you can do there. It's just a judgment call.
Hopefully,
but that's her first. So.
Yep. Parent back to Williams. Under the basket, nobody there in a white uniform. Once again, Sydney Parrish overled Malia Jackson. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Chargers. Royals on a 6-0 run to start the third quarter here. 4:16 remaining in the third, 46-19 in favor of the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Winner of this game will play the winner of today's second game. either the Zionsville Eagles or the Homestead Spartans. Both of those teams have a lot of history in this tournament.
Oh, absolutely. This ought to be a good one.
And we'll have that game for you about half hour after this one ends. Emily Parent in the middle, tipped by the Chargers into the hands of Molly Walton. Sydney Parrish takes it under the basket, back to Molly Walton. She puts it up, does not get the roll, and Lydia Self took the ball away.
She goes, I got an offensive rebound.
Here comes
Wait.
3 on the way from Parrish. She misses. 2 from Molly Walton. She misses. That ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Royals once again. Good news for the Royals here. Here comes Taya Irvin back into the game, so apparently the injury she suffered is very minor. Also in with her is Jackie Malucci.
I think she just hit her funny bone because she was kind of
tickled.
Yeah. She knew the tingling was there.
Parrish out to Irvin. Lydia Self. Irvin for 3.
Wow.
Okay, how often do you see that one, Perry? That ball just
but
gets
she
stuck
can get
there.
it.
She'll get
Look
it.
at that.
She gets the rebound.
That's right. she goes, heck, I got to shoot a 3, and it sticks in his eye.
Get that little smile on her face there, like, I can't believe this happened to me.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Chargers have yet to score in this quarter, Perry.
It's unbelievable. They played good defense.
Yeah,
but
they have been.
They're not. They have no urgency.
Only 6 points scored in 5 minutes of play here. Under the basket. Jump shot, no good. That one goes out of bounds. That's going to go back to the Chargers. Malia Jackson back in for the Royals, going to give Sydney Parrish a rest. Parrish will take the bench. She's got 15 points in this game. Emily Parent. Now let's see who got her here. Was it Self or was it Irvin? Taya Irvin got her. That's going to be her second foul. That's going to be a shooting foul for Emily Parent. She'll have 2. Shoots 68.5 from the free throw line. Gets the first.
Brad, we need to comment about how well we're treated up here at Kokomo, and
Fantastic.
the setup we have is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see? I tried to give a little plug to Jim Self, the athletic director at Southeastern, how nice this was and everything. But Terry Don's been doing this a long time, and he's got a great staff that does this and does an excellent job. We appreciate them and the people here at Kokomo High School.
Just all the stats and everything that they provide. They're so excellent, and it certainly makes our job a lot easier. Malia Jackson from the corner for 3 misses. That one's going to rebound to Taya Irvin. Irvin to Lydia Self. Jackie Malucci with the ball, closely guarded by Kate Slaughter. Under the basket. Molly Walton with a shot. She misses. Another offensive rebound for the Royals. Lydia Self with the ball. She's trying to get rid of it. Molly Walton takes it over to Malia Jackson. Jackson drives the baseline, gets the jumper. 48-21, under 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
Our partner in crime, Craig Adkins, sent an email and said, great interview. You guys are doing great. So,
Olivia Hepner finally gets the first field goal of the half. Well, I'll be with Perry Tuesday night, I believe, at Noblesville. I believe he's going to be doing that game with us Tuesday.
I think so, too.
Noblesville and
Guerin Catholic
and Guerin
Golden
Catholic.
Eagles without Pete Smith.
That'll be the first time I've seen Guerin without Pete Smith on the bench, and that's
That
going
goes
to be
back
strange.
a while, right?
Yeah. Well, it goes back to when the school started. Malia Williams drives. She picks up a foul. And that one's going to go against Lydia Self. Self will pick up her second. That's going to put Malia Williams at the line for 2 shots. Now, does Mark Redding have that much confidence in Malia Williams, or are they going back for defensive purposes? That's the question here now. You got to believe it's a combination of both. And Williams misses the first one. She's a 70% free throw shooter. Always good to hear from Craig.
Absolutely, and I know I think he's planning on being there Tuesday night for the Guerin-Noblesville game.
Well, unless we get snowed in, I'm planning on being there.
That sounds good. They probably won't play if we get snowed in.
Well, we've had some weird weather this winter.
Yeah, but Jim's got it pretty well set up. We can do it remotely,
yeah,
too.
That's true. That's true. Royals taking their time getting things set up here. Molly Walton out high. Lydia Self looking for some help. Gets it to Bailey Poor. Poor back to Molly Walton. Jackie Malucci takes the jump shot. She misses. Lydia Self gets the rebound, but she gets fouled. That's going to be on the floor. Will not be a shooting foul, but that's going to go against number 30, Malia Williams. That's her first. Back in for the Chargers will be number 34, McKenna Sheets. As Brianna Thomas will take a rest.
Brad, one of the things, too, is that it's great to hear from our other county girls basketball coaches. I heard from Erin Trimpe at Carroll this morning, and she's watching the game, and want to congratulate her on her new job. She's now the head coach of the Carroll Greyhound girls basketball team. Coach Buckley at Noblesville has texted me a while ago, and, of course, I talked to Jenny Smith last night at Westfield, and she's going to be listening today because they have another ball game. Her son plays for Westfield, so she'll be watching today.
That's going to be on Bailey Poor. She's picked up 2 quick fouls here for the Royals.
Number 34, Bailey Poor, her second, team foul number 5.
5 team fouls in the half on the Royals, 2 on the Chargers. Chargers looking to get it inbound, finally do. McKenna Sheets with the ball. Back to Delane Sheets. Looking under the basket.
Nice
Gets
give
the
and
back
go right there.
Right there by McKenna Sheets. Nice little jump shot off the backboard. 21-point lead here in the waning seconds of the third quarter for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals at 48-27. That one's going to go against number 42, Megan Driver. That's her first. That's going to put Jackie Malucci at the line. Malucci, a 58% free throw shooter. Gets the roll. Royals have extended their lead to 22 points, 17.0 left on the clock here in the third quarter. IHSAA Regional from the Kokomo Memorial Gym, or Municipal Gym, rather. Royals get the rebound. Lauren Morris in the game now for the first time. Lydia Self drives, gets the ball knocked away, gets a shot up, but it's blocked. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Royals. So the Chargers, with 1/10 of a second, will be able to inbound the ball, and that's about all they'll be able to do. We are through 3 quarters here in the first game of the Kokomo Regionals. It's the Hamilton Southeastern Royals 49, the Carroll Chargers 27.
Since the establishment of Church Inland Anthem in 1880s, our neighbor, community leaders, business and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve the most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190. Smith's Jewelers has been serving Hamilton County, including Noblesville, Fishers, Westfield, and Carmel, for over 65 years. Many jewelry stores have come and gone, yet Smith's remains. If one were to ask how and why, the answer would be our outstanding jewelry selection and customer service. The knowledgeable staff of Smith's Jewelers is eager to give our customers a memorable and positive experience. You can contact them at 317-773-3383 or check them out, smithsonthesquare.com.
I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams here at the Kokomo Municipal Gym. Winner of this game will be playing either Homestead or Zionsville in the second game this afternoon, which will start right around noon. We're into the fourth quarter here. Royals with a commanding 22-point lead. A little bit surprised that many of the starters are left in this game. Still got Amaya Hamilton, Sydney Parrish, and Taya Irvin. Hamilton drives, she gets fouled. That's going to go against Audrey Freeland. Hamilton's just a little bit slow to get up. That knee, they're going to help her off the court here. She's a little bit limping there. Dr. Jeff Franciosa, the HSC team physician, is over there.
Good old Doc.
Molly Walton came off the bench for her. She will take the free throws for Amaya Hamilton.
He's going to take her back to the locker room. So.
I would imagine we've probably seen her for the last time, at least in this game today.
Certainly.
You certainly
so.
hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Walton gets 1 of 2. Put the Royals up by 23 at 50-27. 7:33 left in the fourth quarter. There's a steal by Walton. Sydney Parrish has got it under the basket to Lauren Morris. She just could not catch up to that ball from Parrish, and it's another turnover for the Royals. Royals now with 10 turnovers compared to 26 for the Chargers. Chargers turned up the defense in the third quarter, only allowed the Royals 9 points, which is the least number of points they've scored in any of the quarters, but they were only able to make 8 by themselves. So they went down by 1. Audra Freeland with that score. Sydney Parrish works her way into the basket, puts the ball up, misses, gets the rebound, puts it up again, misses again, another rebound. This time she gets fouled and she'll get 2 shots. So she's going to have 5 opportunities to put it in the basket here in a row. Perry.
That's a good old stats pattern right there. 3 rebounds.
McKenna Sheets picks up that foul, and Parrish misses the front end. Parrish with 15 points so far in this game. She's 4 for 6 from the free throw line, now with 16 points. Chargers trying to get something rolling here. Hepner had it down by the baseline, now to Malia Williams. Williams back out to Parrott. Parrott looking to drive, gets it in under the basket to Delane Sheets. Misses the shot, rebounded by Taya Irvin. That elbow at Taya's looks like it's okay. Lauren Morris up top side. Sydney Parrish still in the game. Gets that one tipped away by Emily Parent. Ball goes out of bounds, and that'll be Lydia Self into the game, and Sydney Parrish takes a seat. Maya Hamilton is back out of the locker room. She seems to be walking a little gingerly, but
he's putting an ice pack on her, so
maybe a little, you know, how ice is. That's the miracle drug for athletes. That one's tipped. Lydia Self manages to get it back. She drives, gets it out to Lauren Morris. Morris under the basket to Molly Walton. Walton misses. Royals get the rebound. Taya Irvin hustled right over there to take that one away. Self. Bailey Poore in the corner. Lauren Morris. Royals seem content here to take time off the clock, Perry.
I don't blame them.
Taya Irvin drives under
nice
the basket
pass
to Molly Walton. She gets the 2 points. Walton with 8 points now in the game. Once again, Emily Parent brings it up for the Chargers. Parent drives. Defense by Taya Irvin. Gets it out to Malia Williams. Back out to Hepner. Hepner back to Delane Sheets. Sheets looking for a lane. She does not get it. Hepner takes the ball right in front of the free throw line. Back to outside the three-point line for Emily Parent, and she gets a three.
Stole the ball. Jump ball.
That's going to be a jump ball. That's going to go in favor of the Carroll Chargers. Chargers are now 5 for 10 from behind the three-point line, where the Royals are 5 for 17.
Henshaw comes in, number 11 for the Royals.
Under the basket, Freeland was going to take a shot. There's a three on the way from Malia Williams. She misses. Rebound there by Michaela Henshaw, seeing her first action of the game. Henshaw, Molly Walton under the basket to Lydia Self. She gets the easy layup. Lydia Self now with 4 points in this game.
Henshaw's a freshman, 5'7" guard in for Southeastern.
Hepner drives, does not get the roll, but she's going to get 2 shots.
I think it fouls on Self.
Yeah, that one's going to go against Lydia Self. That will be foul number 3, I believe, on Lydia Self. I think at this point it's kind of all academic here. Yeah. Olivia Hepner, a 75% free throw shooter, easily makes the first one. All the starters are on the bench for the Royals now in anticipation of a game tonight against either Homestead or Zionsville. Bailey Poore, Molly Walton, Lauren Morris. Morris looking for some help. Finally gets it from Bailey Poore. Poore back to Morris. Michaela Henshaw.
Henshaw's got a lane right there.
She gets a point. So Michaela Henshaw gets into the scoring column for the Royals. That makes it a 57-34 lead for the Royals. 3:27 on the clock, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession on this one will go to the Royals. 2 more substitutes coming in for the Royals. We'll see number 23, Bree Baker, and number 24, Ryan Veely. So all of the players on the Royals bench will get some playing time today, Perry.
Baker's a junior at 5'5", and Veal is a freshman at 5'7". So a couple of young freshmen in there in this ball game.
Veely looking for some help, picks up her dribble. That one is finally picked up by Bailey Poore. Poore trapped in the corner. Turnover for the Royals. McKenna Sheets forced that one. Chargers about ready to clear their bench here with 2:50 left in this one. Hepner back out high to Parent. McKenna Williams. Royals steal the ball once again. Here's Bailey Poore. She brings it down. Tried to get it to Ryan Veely, and she could not get it. Going to see Megan Driver, Brianna Thomas.
Timeout.
And we're going to have a timeout first. That's going to be a full timeout taken by the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. 2:28 remaining in this one. The Royals ahead 57-34.
Celebrating over 27 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners. Serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or check them out on their website, loganstreetsigns.com. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products including sports trophies, corporate awards, and in-house embroidery. Noblesville Trophies provide you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391. Community Health is Central Indiana's leader in providing health care services where and when the patients need them. With any questions, you can contact Community Health at 317-355-7775 or on their website, ecommunity.com.
Well, the Carroll Chargers have cleared their bench. They now have Brianna Thomas, Kate Schlatter, McKenna Sheets. Shot there by the Royals is missed. Rebounded Bailey Poor. Abby Jackson and Megan Driver in the game. McKenna Sheets is going to pick up a foul. For Sheets, that will be that's her second. Coming up on 2 minutes here remaining in this game. Lauren Morris to Ryan Veely, back to Lauren Morris. Morris dribbling around. Bailey Poor keeping it outside the three-point line. Over to Bree Baker. Baker to Morris. Veely thought about taking the three, but didn't. Baker. Bailey Poor. Ryan Veely takes the three. She misses. Nice rebound there by Abby Jackson. The Chargers bring the ball up court. Kate Schlatter in control of the ball. That one's tipped by Ryan Veely. Will remain in possession of the Carroll Chargers. Be sure and stay around with us. Game number 2 will be coming up about a half an hour after this one ends. That'll be the Zionsville Eagles and the Homestead Spartans.
Should be a good one.
They met in the championship game a year ago. And also, we will be back this evening at 8 o'clock to see the Royals play either the Spartans or the Eagles for the championship. Lauren Morris with the ball for the Royals. 1 minute and 8 seconds on the clock. Gets it over to Bailey Poor. Poor trying to get away. She's double teamed under the basket. That one goes to number 23, Bree Baker, and she's in the record book with a point in the regional. Under a minute now. 59-34 in favor of the Royals. Stolen right back by the Chargers. Shot by number 40, Abby Jackson, misses. Chargers get the ball back, but they double dribble and turn it over once again. Turnovers for the Chargers have been the story of this game, Perry.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Under 30 seconds left in this one. Bailey Poor with the ball out high for the Royals. Royals will just be content to hold this ball, and I would be very surprised unless there's a wide open shot that anybody takes a shot at this point.
Yeah, Carroll had 29 turnovers. You can't win a ball game with 29 turnovers.
Under 5. Bailey Poor will hold on to the ball, and the Hamilton Southeastern Royals have won the first game of the regional 59-34 in what really turned out to be a battle of turnovers and a battle of defense. You know, you got to give the Chargers credit. They didn't play a bad game, Perry, but the turnovers just really hurt them.
It was 29-12, and you just can't have that happen. Well, Brad, we'll be back here in probably about a half hour to broadcast the second game between Zionsville and Homestead, and it ought to be a barn burner.
That ought to be one heck of a good game. That's, as I said a little bit ago, this is a follow-up to the same two teams met the championship for this regional last year that Zionsville won, and Zionsville made it to the state championship game, eventually losing to state champion Warren Central. So we'd like to thank you for watching IHSAA Girls Basketball here on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. We'll be back in about a half hour with Game 2. On behalf of Perry Williams, I'm Brad Silbert. Stay tuned.